o'clock today. He and his helper laid them all on. I had them lay them on one side. I said, you lay them facing the stream. They got to be on their left side. And after we put the baking soda on, you'll turn them over and put them on the right side. So I had Helen and another one of her helpers. Helen was running my production. She was a lady who was 4 years older than me, but she was 100% loyal. She would take more care of this job than I could take care of it. She knew exactly what had to be done after I explained it to her. Helen was in the warehouse with her team of 2 or 3 women. They had a small little pails I got them that they were shaking the baking soda on all these toys. So the toys basically had a white sheen to them with all the powder breaking on them. But they did that they stayed late that night doing it. We all stayed till 5:30 or 6. I paid them a couple extra hours in cash overtime, and they went home with a smile on their face. I said, you don't have to come back early the next morning. I knew they would anyway because they're very, very loyal. So they came back next morning, and I said, Helen, check it out and see if these things still smell. She went, we did the sniff test. She said, Artie, they still smell, I'm sorry to say. I said, okay, leave them there for another 24 hours. We go on with our normal toy production, shirting and putting ribbons on certain toys with logos. Every toy we sent had a logo of sorts. So the next day I asked her, Helen, check it again. She came back, Artie, they smell great. Beautiful. So we said, now, I told Bo then, you got to turn every rhino over on the other side because they were on this side. You got to turn it on the right side, looking away from the stream, because the stream was on the south part of our factory. And then after you do all that, you start with the left. I'm going to have Helen come and start sprinkling powder. That's what we did. We did the same process on the left side that we did on the right side. Well, we knew it takes 2 days to get the smell out, so we couldn't do anything that Friday when we did this. So I told everyone, we're going to come back on Monday and we'll start de-powdering these things. So I had Bo build a tunnel, like an air tunnel, which had 2 fans. One sucking the baking powder down, the other blowing the baking powder off to each toy. So basically I had one guy banging the toys together, kind of like this, and all the powder was flying off because it was part of the, it was blown into a big cotton sack. We basically got rid of all the powder. We had to unload the sack 2 or 3 times a day. We did this operation for 3 days, cleaning all the toys off. Turns out, within 8 days or 9 days, I could ship the whole shipment back because Bo was packing them, inspecting everything, smelling them intermittently, seeing if everything did smell okay. We had them all packed up, ready to go. And I still didn't send back the 6 boxes of the smelly rhinos. Just worked on the ones that didn't have the direct water dripping on them during the trip here. They took it, they enjoyed it. They didn't say, the Rhino Corps didn't say anything to me, but at the next show, Hank came up to me and thanked me for helping him get out of trouble with his client. And he kept that client happy and under his, still in his account receivable file. Another big item was a Sedex dog. Sedex was a product that was a children's product that for children's health. It was only sold to pediatricians. And I found out there were 350 pediatricians' offices operating when I made this dog. It was a chemical company called Shearing Plow in New Jersey toward New York. So they first ordered 12,000 of these toys. I made them up in a 10-inch size. I also made samples of a 6-inch size, a golf club cover, and also a clip-on, a little clip-on dog that I know I have somewhere here, which has disappeared. But they kept ordering these dogs for 2 years. First they ordered 100 dozen of this, 100,000 of this. The little clip-on dog they ordered 50,000 of. They ordered a no, they ordered 200,000 of the little clip-on dog, and would clip on to a doctor's stethoscope. They loved them because they were treating kids, and they obviously the kid would like to pay attention to the doctor looking at his dog on the stethoscope. Then they ordered a golf club cover, 1,000 golf club covers. Then they ordered a big one for the outside of doctor's offices. It was like a 36-inch Sedex dog. Same style, but 36 inches. I think that one cost them $30. But here's the problem. They got rid of I think they ordered 8,000 of these dogs. They got rid of the first 2,000 dogs. Then no dogs left my factory. For months I didn't hear from them. I called my customer. I said, how about getting rid of the rest of these dogs so I don't keep them around here? She said, well, they'll pay for the storage. Just bill us for the warehouse. So over the next 12 months, I billed them, $600 a month for warehousing these dogs, because I had 6,000 dogs, Well, it turns out they told me at the end of that year, we're canceling the promotion. You were already been paid for the dogs, but you keep them. I said, okay, I'll keep them, buddy. They're your dogs. We can't sell them. It turns out that the marketing man who was in charge of this promotion had a stroke, and he couldn't give any advice to any of his helpers as to how to get rid of the rest of the dogs. He had it in his mind, but he couldn't verbalize it. So we started closing out the dogs and, sold it to whoever would give us $5 or $10 for each dog. It was a big dog. It was a jumbo piece. And it was a bargain even at that. And that's the story of the set. And by the way, they ordered 2 million of these things. So it was like a $5 million order all told. Really a big order. And but it wasn't as big as the Chick-fil-A cow. Chick-fil-A came to at least $10 million.
You gonna take a break?
No, I'm ready to go. Just one.
Okay.
My next story is titled Mutiny on the Bounty. And I'm going to skip this one.
Let me check my battery.
Yeah, go ahead, check the
All right,
battery.
I'm going to turn it.